Hi there, Physics 131. This is the pre-class video for Class 2, the little quiz there for Monday, September the 11th, which is due by 9 a.m. that day. And it is based on finishing up Chapter 1 and the first two sections of Chapter 2. So here it is, and once again, this video is not a substitute for reading the book. You really should read the book. We did What is Physics. The modeling goes through the point-like object model. So if you have a big race car, for example, it has a lot of moving parts and a person in it and all kinds of complicated details. But often what you're really interested in is its position and its velocity. And you can specify that by modeling it as a point. So that's that. Physical quantities. Anytime you specify a number in science, you need a unit beside it. And units sometimes have these prefixes, which stand for certain values of 10. There are also basic SI units, Système International, for time, length, mass, etc. They're listed here that we will tend to use. It's good to convert things to SI units in this class so you don't get mixed up. Significant digits. Basically, when you write down a number, you can count the number of digits in it which look like they've kind of been measured. So like 326 seems to have 3 digits in it. 2,254 steps definitely has 4 significant digits. But if you look at, let's say, scrolling down a little bit, 6,500, it might have 4 significant digits, but if you can write it out as maybe 6.5 times 10 to the 3, that would have 2 significant digits. So it's a little ambiguous there. Section 1.4 is about making rough estimates, sort of back of the envelope calculations. Section 1.5 is about the difference between vectors and scalars. That's going to come up a lot in this course. The basic idea is that a scalar quantity is something that can be measured with one number, such as mass or temperature. But a vector quantity is something that has a magnitude, which is a number, and a direction, which could be a number or it could be just like east or vertical or something like that. And so force is an example of a vector quantity. And 1.6 ends chapter 1 by some advice about how to read a book. So, the most important strategy is called interrogation. You're continually asking yourself the same question. Why is this true? Make sure you ask yourself this question as often as possible. And it's good to do that in class as well. So that you're, trying to test, do you understand this stuff? Chapter 2 begins the study on kinematics, which means a description of motion. And section 2.1 is what is motion. So I guess something is changing its position with time is the basic idea. But there's something about relative motion. Is the sun moving or is the person moving? So reference frames, modeling motion, and the end of today's reading is about motion diagrams. And so this is where you take, multiple snapshots of an object's position and then stack them up on top of each other and you get these little dots. And the closer the dots are together means the slower the thing is moving. If they're more spaced out, so because the dots are spaced at equal time intervals and those stay fixed. So if you increase the distance between dots, then it means that it's gone further in a certain amount of time, meaning it's going faster. So that should be a good start for getting this quiz going. There's 3 questions based on that reading. Okay, and then there's the very last question is always, do you have any questions or comments about the reading? Anything you'd particularly like me to clarify in class on Monday? So since this is due at 9 a.m., I'll have 2 hours on Monday. to kind of look over your comments here and see if I can incorporate any of them in the class. A special one for today is please name one friend you have who is also a student in this course. So if you're in the 0101 lecture, maybe I warned you about this on Friday and you met someone in the class, so just type their name here. First names is fine. Another option you have, especially if you're in the LEC 0201 section, is to click on the discussion boards which go by lecture and they're within Top Hat. So you're going to need to have a Top Hat account, especially if you're in lecture 0201. And this will be the place where you can look and review the slides each day, starting at around sort of 3 p.m. on the day of each class. So sometime in the afternoon, I'm going to get around to posting this. And at the end, there is a discussion board. So this is a place where you could, in the weekend sometime, ask for the name of another student in the class so you can get that. So maybe this would be a place where you could meet some friends. So so that's it for today's quiz. Don't forget to do your reading, and I hope to see you Monday, either in class or online. Have a great weekend. Bye.